Welcome in to Illinoisprep.com. Eric Seals, Skylar King, talking 6A football. As always, you can get at us at EricIPrep, at SkylarIPrep. And the first game, which was the biggest shock in this bracket, Prairie Ridge 35, Nazareth 7. And I don't know if they were everyone else's favorite, but we both had Nazareth winning the 6A title.
Yeah, so definitely an upset to us, but at the same time, you look at Prairie Ridge, they've been playing fantastic throughout the whole year. They've gone through several teams and have just played very well. The turnovers, when you have that many turnovers, I don't care how good you are, what type of team you are, if you have that many turnovers and they can capitalize on them, it's going to be a hard time. It's going to be hard to win that game.
Connor Greenwald carried the load for the Prairie Ridge offense, 24 carries, 162 and a touchdown. And now Prairie Ridge gets to go to Batavia, who blew out Lakes 42-0. Noah Gaspari at quarterback, 18 for 24, 247, 3 touchdowns, and threw 2 touchdown passes to Cole Gardner. Batavia's been the most dominant team in these playoffs. Yeah, I'm glad to say that I had Batavia going this far because all my other brackets are kind of a crapshoot, but I think this is going to be definitely one of the top games to see in the playoffs this year. The way that Batavia and Prairie Ridge have both been playing, it's going to be a shootout. Yeah, we both had Batavia getting here. I mean, based on what they did against Nazareth, does Prairie Ridge have an edge here?
I think, I mean, take away from the turnovers and stuff, but at the same time, you do what is necessary to get the win. So, man, it's hard to pick against Prairie Ridge after that.
And there's certainly a program that has been there before. Excuse me. In the other semifinal, my Knights went to Danville and got it done, 20-19, and the Eric Seals All-Star was doing it again.
Yeah, 177 yards, 2 touchdowns, 30 touchdowns for the season.
Kendrick Foster.
Yeah, I guess I need to stop betting against them, don't I?
I don't know. I got Lamont over Richwood.
Okay.
You know, I got 3 out of the 4 in the bracket still alive here. But yeah, I mean, again,
I got 2.
I've said it. This is the way it's been forever. Richwood's deep into the playoffs against good teams isn't going to blow many people out because that's just not how they play offense. They're a grinded out team, play good defense. And the defense really won in this football game. How about midway through the 4th quarter, Danville was on the Richwoods 11 and then ended up having 4th and 32 from the Richwoods 33 and punted. Yeesh. That's the type of stuff that wins you football games and wins you state championships is, you know, because a lot of teams get nervous and screw those situations up. The Knights were here last year. This is their 2nd straight trip to the semis. And this is Lamont's 2nd straight trip to the semis. And Lamont has to go to Richwoods. Connor O'Brien for Lamont, 7 tackles, 2 sacks as they shut out Hubbard 29-0. And Lamont is definitely a team that shouldn't be scared of traveling. They made 2 title games in recent years. What are your thoughts on this matchup?
Well, this is the thing. I had Lamont actually beating Danville in this game, so off by 1 point if you want to look at it that way. And I had whoever, Danville or Ridgewoods, beating Lamont to go to the state championship. So I am going to go against the grain, stop betting against the Eric Seals All-Star, Kendrick Foster, and the Knights that have been just dominating, and I'm going to have Richwoods beating Lamont to go to the state championship game in 6A.
Yeah, I want to. I can't go against my.
You can't go. I can because I lost Danville jumping out.
Yeah, I mean, Richwoods hasn't been to the state championship game since 1988. That was a 14-0 football team that ran the table. I do sort of feel like the Danville game was the big game to go on the road.
So you think that's their trap game then?
I thought Danville was the trap game.
You thought Danville was the trap
just
game.
Like, I mean, it happened a round later. Last year in the semis, they had to go to Chatham-Glenwood and got throttled. Now, I thought Danville was the trap game. They avoided disaster with good defense. I don't think it'll be easy, but I think Richwoods at home is going to be more prepared for this football game than they were against Chatham-Glenwood last year. But it won't be. I think whoever wins this football game is going to be the state champion.
Ooh, I don't know about that.
I
don't know about that. I think it's going to be a good chance. It's going to be Prairie Ridge on the other side, and they'll knock your head off.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, I think you definitely got 4 good programs left. Prairie Ridge obviously made deep runs. Richwood's in the semis last year. Lamont in the semis last year. And Batavia is always a force to be reckoned with. So definitely, 6A, one of the brackets where order has mostly been maintained. But so Prairie Ridge is your favorite?
Yes.
Okay.
I think Prairie Ridge is gonna. I think they're gonna win over Batavia, and I think if they get to the finals, I think they'll definitely win.
So there you have it. Yeah, I mean, we both had Nazareth going. We both had Batavia. So yeah, I mean,
they got to pick the team that took them out.
Right. Yeah, I mean, they definitely have. I guess you'd say the most impressive win.
Yeah.
In these playoffs. More surprised that Richwoods is here or Prairie Ridge?
You love putting me on those.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm obviously more surprised Prairie Ridge is here because I had Richwoods here.
I have to say I'm more surprised that Richwoods was here. I thought they were going to lose to Crete. So, man, that was a while ago. So, yeah, I'd have to say with Richwoods.
So there you have it. The semis are set in 6A. Lamont at Richwoods, Prairie Ridge at Batavia. Lots of good matchups despite a lot of madness going on in these playoffs.
Yeah.
And that's what you need.
That's what makes it fun.
We're sick of the blowouts, folks.
Yeah,
give us good football games.
And that's the thing. Looking at some of these quarterfinal scores, I mean, Lamont beat Hubbard 29-0. I mean, the Peoria, the Richwoods for Danville game, that was good. But Batavia,
that was like the only one.
That's the only one. 42-0 Batavia over Lakes. Prairie Ridge. I mean,
murdered Nazareth. I mean, that should have been a good game.
And this is in the other brackets too. And so that shows, and we knew this from the beginning, that those seeds aren't necessarily what we thought they were. And
no, they are what we thought they were, which is a sham.
What they thought they were.
Oh, right.
And that's unfortunate because going to these quarterfinal games, you think this should be some of the best football you've ever seen. We asked ourselves, what's the best game we've seen so far? And it was the first week of this season.
Yeah. Carmel versus JCA. And yeah, that was an incredible football game. We saw it, but again, we've talked about it. It just seems like this is a down year across the state because last year we saw a ton more good games.
We saw a lot of good games. And I thought there was going to be more this year, but I was fooled.
So there you have it, 6A. One more class to preview, 5A in the semifinals as well, and we'll talk about it next time here at IllinoisPrep.com.